I'm going to make a very big claim today. This community where I'm standing right now, it's one of the best communities for any Indian family who's planning to live in Dubai.
Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas green. Face card, never decline what I mean.
Guys, this is the community, this is the magnified 3D model of Boulevard Park cluster. So guys, this is the exact location from where the park starts. So there is a very big park in front of this community. I start feeling more peaceful, more calm when I see this greenery around me.
Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, SPN, it's a top 10. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band.
Good morning guys, it's 6:35 in the morning and today is going to be a long day. I have a few meetings with few clients and I'm going to cover up a very special project today, which is very close to my heart because I have closed more than 70 million dirhams worth of inventory in that particular project. But since it's a long day, so we'll start by taking electrolytes and then we'll hit the gym and then we'll go to the site. You know, this is my morning spot and I really like this place to start my day because I can see the sunlight in the morning. I can see the entire Dubai Creek Harbour, the Russell Khor Wildlife Sanctuary. So yeah, it's a great start when you start your day from this spot. So I'll finish my electrolyte and then we'll hit the gym and then we'll leave for the location. This kind of landscaping is very important inside your communities, and I think this adds to the quality of life of residents who are living inside the community. And I don't know how many developers take care of this landscaping part, but yeah, this is important because when you come in the morning before the gym, when you see greenery around, it's kind of, you know, it gives you that positive vibe. So yeah.
I need to know who you're sleeping next to. Tell me what you're up to.
You know, according to me, having a school, a good school inside your community is very important. And you know, any family when they plan to relocate to any new country, their first priority is always their kids and their education. And that's why I feel if a community has a good school inside it, it can attract a lot of families, right? A lot of family crowd, which is technically your end users, right? So it helps you with rentability as well as resellability. Now, just want to give you an example. This is school that you see over there, that is your North London Collingwood School, which is one of the most expensive schools that we have in UAE, right? And that is the Heartland School over there. So this community has two schools inside it, and that is one of the reasons why a lot of families prefer this community, because when you live here, you don't have to send your kids in buses and you know, they don't have to travel a lot, right? And it's so hot in Dubai, so nobody wants as a parent that their kids have to travel a lot, right? So I think I have done one very specific video. If you are an Indian family who is watching this video right now and you're thinking about relocating to Dubai and then you're confused how to choose the best schools and which are the areas where you can get those schools and what are the ratings of these schools, then I've made one particular video on schools, and you can go to my YouTube channel and you can find this video. I'll also put the link in the you know, somewhat here on the screen so that you can go and check it out. And yeah, so if you're planning to relocate, school is your first priority. And a lot of international schools in Dubai, they start their academic year by September. So if you're a family and you know, you wait till you land, then most of the seats, admission seats will already be gone. So I would suggest go to khda.ae, which is a government portal that inspects all the schools in Dubai and give them ratings based on their curriculums, So you can go check that website and you can shortlist the schools that you want for your kids and apply to those schools even before you relocate. And to know more in detail about this topic, you can go and watch my video. Come, let's go to the site now. I'll try to show you the project which has everything, and that's the reason I feel that project is one of the amazing projects that we have in Dubai. Come, let's go. So now I'll just take a shower quickly and we'll leave for the location. While we are going there, I also wanted to discuss one very important aspect, which is the developer, right? So this community is known as Wasl Gate, and the developer who is developing this community is called Al Wasl, right? So Al Wasl is a government developer of Dubai, right? And why it is important that you invest with a government developer, I think there are 2-3 reasons for it. First one is that a government developer will always offer you the best price in the market in that vicinity, because I feel the land acquisition cost for a government developer is much lesser compared to a private developer. So when you invest with a government developer, you are already having some delta, as an investor to achieve. And I think government developers leave enough meat on the table for investors also to make some money. But with private developers, I've seen that they are, they don't, their price points are little aggressive, and they are not very competitive, right? So one thing that is always sorted when you invest with a government developer is that you're buying at a good price. Second reason which I feel that you should invest with a government developer is, especially in this time period, because right now we are going through a phase of conflict, and so I have seen that all the volume, I'll not name any developers, but I'll put them into one category. All those private developers who are very famous, I'll put them in a category of volume developers. So all these volume developers, I feel that because they have so much inventory and so many projects to complete, they need financial injection when market goes through a slow phase, right? And because they need that financial injection, what they do is they start budging on their price points and their payment plans. For example, there is one very big private developer who was selling their inventory or their projects at a payment plan of 60-40, and they were taking DLD as well before the conflict, pre-conflict. And now, post-conflict, now they are giving a 20-80 payment plan on their projects, and they are giving DLD waivers as well. Now imagine the investors who invested with that developer before the conflict. It's kind of cheating with them, right? Because now the payment plan has become so flexible, right? So obviously the return on equity for the investors who are investing now would be much, much higher. And at the time of handover, when everyone will try to exit those communities, those projects, the people who bought at 20-80 payment plan will be able to make a more profitable exit compared to the people who invested in the first phase, right? So that's kind of something which I don't like, and that's the reason when you invest with private volume developers during these times, like when the market gets tough, these developers will start giving very flexible offers. Now on the other hand, when you invest with a government developer like Al Wasl, before the conflict their payment plan was 60-40, still the payment plan is same. They have not given any DLD waivers still. So I mean, the investors who invested with them pre-conflict are still confident, and they are not feeling like they have been cheated, right? Like the other private developers in the market. So that's one very important reason why you should invest with a government developer. And that's why I think the brand value for government developers in Dubai is very, very, very high, because they have seen all the down cycles, they have seen the financial crisis, they have seen the COVID, and they are boutique developers. They don't come up with lots of inventory in the market. If you can see there, this is where the park starts from, right? So this is the land parcel. Even to drive from one end to another end of the park, it takes around 1 to 2 minutes. So you can imagine how big this is. I will give you the exact size and everything, but you can see this is where the community starts from, right? So I'll take you inside and I'll show you everything around. this is the plot of Boulevard Park. From here till that end, right? Obviously this is covered. Obviously you cannot see that end right now, but this entire plot is for Boulevard Park. 5 buildings will be coming on this plot, and the reason why they're calling it as Boulevard Park is because it will have a retail boulevard on the ground floor, which is going to be 750 meters long. You will have all the cafes, fine dine restaurants and everything, and you will have a very big park in front of it. I'll take you to the park as well, right? The reason why this community is a very special community and why a lot of people prefer living here is because, first is, any family who's planning to relocate to Dubai, they think of 2 things when they start looking for an area, right, or any community. The first thing is they start looking for a good school, right? Any community with good schools is where they would like to live. So this community, we have DPS, right, which is a CBSE board, and we have Al-Ghaf school, and we have so many more schools in a nearby vicinity. And there is a new school which is coming up inside the community, which is called JESS, Jumeirah English Speaking School, right? And there is going to be one more school in the future which is going to come up in this community. Apart from the school, one more very important function is the offices, right? The commercial zones. So just across this road, if you can see, we are standing here right now, and across the road it's Javza, where 1,60,000 people are working currently, and in future more employees will be coming there. So a lot of people working in Javza, JLT, Marina, TCOM, Media City, Internet City is also about 15 to 20 minutes from this location. School and commercial zone is just one part of the equation, but there are other things to it as well, right? And we are going to discuss that now. So I'll take you to different places inside the community so that you can understand that apart from the location, apart from, you know, good schools and the connectivity to the major commercial zones, what else this community has to offer. Come, let's go. So guys, the first USP that I want to talk about inside this community is the metro station over there. Just across the road, if you can see, that is your Energy metro station, which is roughly 300 meters away from this land parcel. And it's a huge community, so it has different clusters, but I am specifically talking about Boulevard Park because this is the most special cluster which I think inside this community. And I think because of the metro station, there are 2 things which happens, right? One, it becomes a very good, you know, plus point for all the end users who are living here, because obviously it helps you with connectivity. But apart from that, as an investor, because of the metro station here, you can either think of renting out your property on long-term rentals, plus because of the metro station, you can also put your property on short-term rentals. For example, let's say someone is traveling to Dubai to visit Expo City or to visit Marina, Palm Jumeirah, all these places. The connectivity because of this metro station becomes very easy. So you can even rent out your apartments for short-term leases, right? Because of the metro station. Apart from that, I would also like to tell you the metro effect, how it has worked for one of the delivered buildings of Wasl. So now, if you can see there, that is a delivered building called Nook 1 and Nook 2 by Wasl. The only problem with this building was that the sizes of these apartments were really small. 1 bedroom was about 500 square feet, 2 bedroom was around 700 square feet, and 3 bedroom was around 1000 square feet. So because of the sizes, you know, a lot of people were not very comfortable, but because of the metro and because of Wasl's brand value, this building is currently has an occupancy rate of 92 to 94%. And right now the rental for a 1 bedroom apartment, which is roughly 500 square feet, is around 70 to 75,000 dirhams yearly. So this tells a lot that, you know, if you have a metro station nearby, the rentals will be higher and the rentability will become easier. And apart from long-term rentals, you can also do short-term rentals on your properties. So these things comes with the metro effect, right? So it is important for you guys to know that most of the projects in Dubai, people will tell you that the metro will be operational, or it will be coming in the future. But with this community, the metro is already there, so you don't have to wait for the metro. The infrastructure already exists, it is up and running. You just have to wait for the handover of your apartment, and you will start getting the rental returns and the advantages because of having a metro station. So this is the Central Park, which is inside the community. They have recently completed this. Generally with other developers, all the amenities comes at the last stage, but with Wasl, you're getting the park ready even before the building gets ready, right? And this, by the way, is a 64,000 square meter park. In Dubai, we have Safa Park, which is the biggest one. Then we have the Zabil Park. And then I think after those two parks, the biggest park is going to be this one. It has everything inside it. You have all the sports amenities, you have the jogging track, you have the cycling track, and there is a thing for parks. Like in Dubai, if any community has greenery or which is centered around the theme of greenery and it has a big park inside it, those communities will always get a higher premium. And I feel because of this park, this community becomes really, really special, because in Dubai it is very difficult to find such big parks in the community. So this is a very, very important aspect, very important USP of this community. Why I'm saying so is because I have stayed in Parkgate Residences by Wasl near Zabil Park. When I used to stay at Zabil in Parkgate Residences, every evening when I used to come back from office, me and my friends used to go to just jog around that park, and I used to see people coming from cars from different parts of Dubai. They used to park their cars over there, and then they used to jog around. So I think since in Dubai we don't have enough parks, that's why it becomes really very big value addition for end users and for families. Now imagine playing, your kids are playing in this park, you are coming with your pets, your parents. Imagine that lifestyle, right? So any family would want this kind of amenity. You have all the sports amenities over there. You can see the basketball court over there, right? So you have all sorts of sports amenities. You have the meditation areas, you have the sitting areas, and once the whole community would be ready along with the retail boulevard on the ground floor, imagine the kind of lifestyle your family will have here. So guys, in this location we have covered the park, we have seen the metro station over there, which is just across the road. We also have the facility of bus transportation. We have the RTA bus stops inside the community, so even the buses come here, right? Now I will show you around the community what else do we have. So because it's very hot outside, so we'll cover everything from inside the car, right? So that is your IKEA mall over there. We have only 2 IKEA malls inside Dubai. One is in Festival City, and this is the second that we have over here. So again, this adds a lot of value to the entire community, because for your day-to-day needs, you have an entire mall which is at a walking distance from your project. And you can see over there, that's your Festival Plaza Mall, right? So you have everything inside that. We'll go inside the mall, I'll show you inside the mall as well, but right now I'm taking you towards the temple side, right? And the other clusters which have already been delivered inside the community. So as you can see, this is your IKEA mall, right? Now from here, you can see the landscaping, everything is also done for this side of the community. Now this is your IKEA mall. You can enter from this side also, and you can enter from that side from the front side as well. Everything is at a walking distance. You can reach the metro station. Metro station is walkable, mall is walkable, your bus stops are walkable, your park is walkable, right? You can see this is the entry point where you can enter from. Now I'll be taking you towards the other side of the community. So from here, if you can see in front, these are your, if you can look at the front, these are your Gardenia townhouses over there, which are already delivered. People are living here. This is your hillside residences, which is getting handed over by the end of next year. So this community will be getting handed over. The construction is going on, right? And you can see these are your townhouses, Gardenia townhouses, which were launched around 2022 March, They were launched at a price point of 1.6, 1.7 million. Today they are trading in the secondary market for around 4.5 to 5 million. So that has been the appreciation for this community in the last 3-4 years. You can see the construction going on for this cluster. Now, very important thing is that just behind this cluster, we have the temple, the gurudwara. And by the way, the gurudwara is the biggest gurudwara in the Middle East, right? And the temple is the biggest temple that we have in Dubai. And it's very beautiful from inside. We'll also go inside the temple, but obviously we can't shoot there because if we have come so far, we should, visit the temple. So we'll take blessings. And I'll not be able to show you the temple from inside, but trust me, it's very beautiful from inside. And every Indian family, they come to the temple once every week, right? And that also adds to the value of this community. We are inside the mall right now, and as you can see, all your daily needs can be fulfilled. You have everything inside here. You have the IKEA over here, right? I already told you that there are only 2 stores of IKEA in Dubai. One is in Festival City and the second one is here next to your community. And then you have all sorts of, food brands and your pharmaceutical brands and everything. So now we'll go to the food court and eat something here. As you can see, it's a very big mall, right? And you have everything here. Like as a family, if you want to come to any pharmacy, if you need any pharmacy stores, so you have the pharmaceutical stores as well. You have the pharmacies, you have the nurseries, and lots of things. You have entertainment zones. See over there, you have the sports club, and then that's your toy store. And that's your Coffee Planet. Coffee Planet is one of the most amazing places to have coffee. I have had one of their coffees in, they give really good frappes. So I've been to their Villanova store, and there the frappe was amazing. So we'll try to have one frappe from here. And yeah, this is the mall, right? So how many communities have this kind of mall in Dubai, right? So this definitely adds a lot of value to your investment. And if you're planning to live here, then amazing, right? I think very few communities can offer such. If any one of you want to understand this project in detail, in depth, about the price points, about different layouts, about payment plan, about the cash flow and everything, you can book a consultation call with me. I will provide my WhatsApp number in the description below. So you can reach out to me through that. And you can, if you have any questions around the community, you can just put it in the comment section. I will be happy to answer all of that. Let's go to the temple now. My mom ever decides to come to Dubai and she wants to stay in a particular community, I think she'll be very happy staying here because of the temple. So I am not sure for how many people this is going to be like a deal maker, but I think temple adds a lot of emotional value to Indian families. Because if my mom comes to Dubai, she will definitely love this community because she can go to temple every now and then. So I'm sure that for other nationalities it is not that much of a value addition, but for Indian families I think it's a very big value addition. So yeah, let's go to the temple, let's take some blessings, and we are already grateful for everything that we have in our life. I heard this line that when someone asks you that, actually one of my friend Aadhar told me this. So he used to work in one company, and there was this guy who used to say this. So whenever somebody used to ask him that, how's your day going or how's your life going, so he used to say this, that things can always be better, but I'm grateful for what I have. So yeah, that's pretty much life. You should always be grateful, and no matter what you do in life, you should keep going temple, you keep visiting temple, and you should take blessings. And yeah, it gives positivity. So yeah, now we'll go to the temple. So this is the route. We'll come out, we'll take a roundabout, U-turn from the roundabout, and then we'll go towards the temple. I'll show you the entire See, these are your gardenia townhouses. On that side, your hillside residences is getting constructed. This is the building of the school which is getting done, right? And this is where the temple, gurudwara and church, everything is here on this side, right? See, you can see there. So this is JSS private school which is coming here, not JESS. So JSS is coming here. Sorry when I said JESS. JESS is a different school, JSS is a different school. So JSS is coming here. So the school building is also almost ready. And apart from this, you have the DPS school which is already operational. In front, that is your church that you see over there. Now see the entire traffic. Everyone is going to the temple, the church, the gurudwara, right? You can see the entire parking is filled, right? So this is what I was talking about. This is the vibrancy that you have in this location, even though you don't have enough apartments which are ready as of now, but still, Indian crowd, Asian families, they all come here once on every weekend, right? You can look at the traffic. It's Sunday today, and still so many people. It's difficult to find a parking here on weekends. So this is, I was telling you guys about that. For Indian families, this is like a very good spot. Now imagine these people must be traveling from different parts of Dubai on every weekend, just to take blessings and just to visit the temple. Now imagine if they all could live inside that project. Once that is ready, they all would be the target audience for that particular project. And that is why the resellability and the rentability for this project, this community, will be very, very high. This is what I was telling you guys. Just pan the camera towards the traffic and look at the traffic. You can look at the parking. The parkings are full, right? People have parked everywhere. There's a full jam. You can see cars are not moving at all, right? So all these people who are visiting this location right now is the target audience in the future for all those apartments that are going to get delivered. You can look at the parking. People have parked over the walkway as well. And how many families are visiting this place every weekend? All these people visiting here, they would, whenever they come here on weekends, everyone who can afford the price of these properties, they would definitely want to live here nearby, right? Why they will travel so much every week? So this becomes an attractive factor for a lot of families. Look at the crowd. And trust me, I've been to this temple before and this gurudwara before as well. It is amazing. Like, I've been to a lot of temples in India as well. You don't find any difference. I think it's even better. Like, it's amazing the way they have maintained it, and the way they have done all the arrangements. You can go inside, you can take prasad, you have all the gods and goddesses inside the temple. The parking is there. You also have the parking facility. You can park inside the temple, and you have the some parking outside the temple as well, because it's internal parking. I was trying to get into the parking, but it was mentioned that the parking is full, so we have to park outside. So you can see how many cars are there, man. Now this itself is a demand driver. For a lot of communities, they talk about the commercial zones, they talk about other factors, but I think for this community, the temple, the gurudwara, the church is itself a very big demand driver, because where else do you see so much crowd on weekends, right? So imagine, and this, by the way, this construction that you see on this side, right, all this construction that you see, this is hillside, so this is getting constructed right now. and Boulevard, the plot which I showed you, which is just next to that buildings, right? So those buildings that you see from here, those are Nook, right? That's your IKEA mall over there, right? So that's your IKEA mall. These are your buses from which the construction people come for their places. It's difficult to find a place for parking right now. Yes, I will park my car over here. This is your Hindu temple. This is the back side of it. We'll park it over here, be easier. So guys, this is what I was telling you about. We'll go inside the temple, but before I go inside, obviously I can't shoot inside. So I want to talk that, I want to tell you guys that this is the real demand, this is the real hype, and this is why I say that, visiting a location is very, very important. I feel that for a lot of communities, the demand drivers are generally the, people talk about the connectivity, the location, and, the commercial zones nearby, the schools and all of that, which makes total sense. But for this community, you have all that. But apart from that, you also have the temple and the gurudwara and the church and the mosque, right? And you can see the parking, you can see I have shown you the entire, the route, and the parking is full. This is Sunday. I'm not talking about weekdays, I'm talking about weekends. That means a lot of end users, a lot of families want to spend their weekends in this community, which means that once these buildings would be ready, the community would be ready, most of these families would aspire to buy or live inside this community. Or, most of those families would aspire to buy a house here and live inside this community, because for them, then they can visit the temple on everyday basis, right? So now we can just list down all the things that we have inside the community. Infrastructure wise, we have the park which is operational, we have the metro which is up and running, we have the mall which I have shown you already, and now this, right? Which other community has all these things, right? There is no other community in entire Dubai where you can find all these things at one place. Apart from that, you are getting a very good developer. It's a government developer of Dubai. You're getting the lowest price per square foot which is possible for community apartments on the Sheikh Zayed Road. You have a very good connectivity with all the commercial zones like, the Media City, Internet City, Expo City, DIP. So everything is well connected from here. And on top of it, you are getting all the infrastructure up and running. So in just few years, when the apartments get ready, you don't have to wait for the infrastructure to come in. The infrastructure is already there. The infra is already in place. You just have to wait for the handover of your apartments and you can start living here in this beautiful community. So now I'll go inside, I'll take blessings, and then we'll again, start making video about, we'll take you to the experience center of Wasl, and I'll show you the, the model, the 3D model, and I'll also show you some layouts, and we'll discuss the price point and everything. Guys, this is the community, this is the magnified 3D model of Boulevard Park cluster. Now we have covered the park location. This is the park which is coming in front of this project. You have all sorts of sports amenities in this project. You have the basketball court, tennis court, pedal courts, and you have some more sports courts over here. You have the community center, you have the guest parking over here, and then you have some more guest parking over there as well. You will have car parking for the buildings in the basement, right? We can go towards the backside of the buildings and I'll show you the basement parkings. So the parking will be happening from here. This is your basement parking over there. And then we were standing at the plot at this location. We were standing on this road. We covered the park. This is where you have the metro station, right? So the energy metro station is right here. You take this road and you can come to the metro station. The distance between this building and the metro is about 300 meters. This is where you have the Nook building, the Nook 1 and Nook 2, which I showed you in the video earlier, right? So this is how the master plan would look like once the whole project is ready. Now, this is a 2-bedroom layout of Boulevard Park. Now you enter from here, you have a closed kitchen concept. Obviously, a lot of developers in Dubai don't offer a closed kitchen, but again, a lot of Indian families, since we have wet food, so we need a closed kitchen, because let's say if we are making curries, right, and we are putting a tadka, obviously the guest sitting in the living and dining area will not feel nice, right? So that's one thing. And apart from that, Europeans prefer open kitchens, but for Indians, closed kitchens are a must, right? If they can get it, it's a very good thing. So we have a closed kitchen concept here. Then you walk into the living and dining room. You have the access to the balcony from your living area as well. You have a very big size living and dining area. Then this is your powder washroom for your guest. Then you have, if you can see, this is your first bedroom, which comes with an in-suite washroom, and you have the access to the balcony from this room as well. Then when you move forward, this is your laundry space, which is enclosed. It's not inside your kitchen. It's an enclosed laundry space. Which is separate, right? And then obviously you have a walk-in closet for this room as well. And this is your master bedroom, which has a very big walk-in closet and the master washroom, which is again in suite. And you have the access to the balcony from the master bedroom as well. Now, the good part is they have not made 3 balconies. They have 1 balcony, which has the access from both these rooms, right, and from the living area as well. This is what I call a functional layout. In this project, I just want to conclude that we have everything that an end user or an investor needs. You have all the infra, which is up and running. You have the mall, you have the park, you have the temple, gurudwara, everything. You have the schools, which are up and running. You have 2 more schools, which are upcoming, right? I showed you the construction of the school as well. Then you are on Sheikh Zayed Road, so your connectivity is sorted to any commercial zone. You can reach Media City, Internet City, Javza, Expo City, DIP1, DIP2, you know, all these locations, JVC, in maybe 15 to 20 minutes of time, right? And you have bus transportation facility inside the community. You have the metro access inside the community. And when the project would be ready, you will have a retail on the ground floor where you will have cafes, you will have restaurants and everything, right? You're getting a government developer. You don't have to worry about whether the project will get delivered or not. They are there in the market for last 30 years and they have built that trust. So you can ask anybody about Wasl and they would know about it and they will only have good things to say about it, right? Apart from that, you are getting the lowest price per square foot on Sheikh Zayed Road for a community project. Especially, you know, this type of community could be easily trading at more than 2,500 dirhams per square foot, but they're still giving you a chance to enter at 1,700, 1,800 dirhams so that you have enough delta as an investor to achieve and to make some money in the future. Apart from that, in the community, you don't have to wait for the infrastructure to come in. The infra is already there. You just have to wait for the apartments to get ready, right? We have 60-40 payment plan. Again, the payment plan is easy. It's flexible. You can manage your cash flows. And, you know, when you will book a consultation call, if you want to discuss in detail, I can, you know, make it more feasible for you, more flexible for you. So you just have to, you know, come on a call, discuss with me. I've shown you the layouts. These kind of layouts, trust me, you will not get these sizes. Generally, developers in Dubai will give you sizes around for a 2-bedroom. They will give you a size of 1,000 square feet, out of which 200 square feet or 300 square feet will be in the balcony. Again, you will have open kitchens. You will not have in-suite washrooms. In this layout, in a 2-bedroom layout, you are getting both the rooms with in-suite washroom. You are getting a closed kitchen. You are getting a powder washroom outside for your guest. And you are also getting, you know, a proper balcony which is accessible from all the rooms and the living area. I have not seen these type of layouts, and you're getting a very big space. You're getting a 2-bedroom apartment for almost 1,300 square feet in size. And the balconies, out of that, the balcony space is only 100 to 140 square feet. Again, a very functional layout. So all the fundamentals that we look for as an investor or as an end user in this project, all those boxes are getting ticked. So please don't wait. There is still some inventory which is available in this project. Please reach out to me. If you have any questions, you can book a consultation call. My number will be available in the description box below. So please get in touch with me. Let's come on a Zoom call, let's discuss everything in detail. We can compare this project with all the other projects, all the available options in the market, and eventually if you feel that, yeah, this is a good opportunity and you should grab it, please don't waste time, because there are very few inventory which is available. And I have sold more than 70 million dirhams in this project, so I can tell you each and everything, which are the best layouts, which are the best units, which are the best buildings. I can give you all my information, but obviously that's only possible on a consultation call. I would not be able to provide everything in this video. So please reach out to me. Thanks for now. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and see you on the call.